In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. And do not make your oath by Allah an excuse against being righteous and fearing Allah and making peace among people. And Allah is hearing and knowing. Allah does not impose blame upon you for what is unintentional in your oaths, but He imposes blame upon you for what your hearts have earned. And Allah is forgiving and forbearing. For those who swear not to have sexual relations with their wives is a waiting time of 4 months. But if they return to normal relations, then indeed, Allah is forgiving and merciful. And if they decide on divorce, then indeed, Allah is hearing and knowing. Divorced women remain in waiting. Do not remarry for 3 periods, and it is not lawful for them to conceal what Allah has created in their wombs if they believe in Allah and the last day. And their husbands have more right to take them back in this period if they want reconciliation. And due to them, the wives is similar to what is expected of them, according to what is reasonable. But the men husbands have a degree over them in responsibility and authority. And Allah is exalted in might and wise. Divorce is twice. Then after that, either keep her in an acceptable manner, or release her with good treatment. And it is not lawful for you to take anything of what you have given them, unless both fear that they will not be able to keep within the limits of Allah. But if you fear that they will not keep within the limits of Allah, then there is no blame upon either of them concerning that by which she ransoms herself. These are the limits of Allah, so do not transgress them. And whoever transgresses the limits of Allah, it is those who are the wrongdoers, the unjust. And if he has divorced her for the 3rd time, then she is not lawful to him afterward until after she marries a husband other than him. And if he, the latter husband, divorces her, or dies, there is no blame upon them, the woman and her former husband, for returning to each other, if they think that they can keep within the limits of Allah. These are the limits of Allah, which He makes clear to a people who know, understand. And when you divorce women and they have nearly fulfilled their term, either retain them according to acceptable terms, or release them according to acceptable terms, and do not keep them, intending harm, to transgress against them. And whoever does that has certainly wronged himself. And do not take the verses of Allah in jest. And remember the favor of Allah upon you, and what has been revealed to you of the book, the Qur'an, and wisdom, the Prophet's Sunnah, by which he instructs you. And fear Allah, and know that Allah is knowing of all things. And when you divorce women, and they have fulfilled their term, do not prevent them from remarrying their former husbands if they, all parties, agree among themselves on an acceptable basis. That is instructed to whoever of you believes in Allah and the last day. That is better for you and purer. And Allah knows and you know not.